Good morning, traders. So we're still using the Bill Williams theory, and we're looking at the Dow Jones at the moment. So yesterday was a pretty interesting day. You can see I do have a trade in at the moment, and I'm not 100% convinced that this trade's going to work out. But anyway, stop is to entry already, so it's a low risk trade at the moment. And what I'm looking for is a revisit of the previous low. Okay, and I'll run through where my entry points were now. But one of the things on the daily was the fact that we are flirting. We're underside the alligator, but we are flirting with the underside of the lips, okay, which is a green line. So the fact that it's flattening out is a bit concerning. So that's why I say I'm not 100% convinced. But that is a picture on the daily. Now, the weekly, this here could be seen as a sort of a piercing pattern, or it could also be seen as an inside bar. But yeah, I'd like to see another test, another double bottom. In fact, I'd really like to see the 200 moving average on the weekly be tagged. And we do have a double top target here. Okay, so anyway, I just want to draw this weekly level in here that we've been flirting with. So that's the one there. You can see it was user support in the past. User support, user support, user support, and then we've broken through and we've used this resistance, used this resistance. Okay, so that's the first thing. The next thing is if you come to not so much the 4 hour, but the 4 hour level is also there. There's the 4 hour level where my entry is. Okay, so I'll run through the entry criteria now on the half hour, but on the 4 hour at the moment, another reason why I'm not 100% convinced is you can see we technically have not broken below the alligator again. So we used the alligator support, we came to top, almost hit my stop, and then turned around and we've come back down. So what I'm looking for at this stage is pretty much a break of this trend line, or alternatively, what we're looking for is a break of that previous swing low. Okay, I'll give you the levels now on the lower time frames. Okay, so on the hour, you can see there's the swing low fractal where my entry was, right there. Okay, stop is just below at the moment, so it's a small amount of profit at the moment. The reason why I chose that is because we were already above these previous fractals. There's one, there's the next one. So I looked to the left to look for my next most logical entry point, which was here, and it coincided with the 200 moving average as well, so I went for it there. We got a nice pin bar. There were quite a few people that were thinking the same thing, and then the bulls try to drive it higher. But anyway, stop would have been above the previous high, which is pretty much there. So we came pretty close to the stop. Okay, so what I'm looking for now is for this trend line to break. Okay, if you look at the bigger picture, this could also be a flat top triangle, which is why I've already moved stop to entry. The fact that we had this big sell-off at the close and we're now consolidating a little bit, we're also below the alligator on the hour at the moment. So I'm a little bit more confident that we may break to the downside. And if we look at the half hour, you'll see my entry was around this point here. You can see there's the next swing low. That one didn't work, that one didn't work, that one didn't work. But that was the next level. Okay, and the oscillators were grouped to the upside. I mean, there were many signals that were telling me what's going on. At this stage, we are back below the alligator. Alligator's pointing down. I'm fairly bearish. There is also a head and shoulders here on the much smaller time frame. So shoulder, head, shoulder. And that target has not been hit yet. Okay, so that target is pretty much, what's this, double two 22953. So that is that downside target. For me, if we do break below the level, if we do break below 2300, I suspect, let's just get this, that this measured move will play out, which would break the previous low. Okay. So it would, well, not the previous, well, break yesterday's low, but if it breaks yesterday's low, then I feel we've got a very good chance of coming down to hitting my target, which would be this gap close as well. Okay, so that's kind of my bias at the moment. As I say, not 100% convinced. I'd like to see a lower low form, and then it'll give me a bit more confidence, and then basically I'll move my stop down to this fractional. But I suspect we're going to be flirting like this for quite some time, following this line, and wouldn't be surprised even if I got stopped out, to be honest. But it would give me another entry, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so anyway, that's my bias at the moment. Is I'm expecting this thing for some more shorts, and one of the big things here is that this level here at 2300 is a fairly significant level on the monthly and weekly as well. And we did manage to close below it yesterday and stay below it for a bit before getting above it. So for me, this was the consolidation part here, and we broke below, we came back, tested the top of the range, and now I would expect us to move to the downside and get us another lower low, because this is a lower low. This is a double top. So there are going to be a lot of traders that will be trading the break of this as well. So a break of 22,815 would see a lot of traders being short with a stop above the top here. Okay, so anyway, that's kind of my view of this. I am with the trend. The trend is down, and we're sitting short, although we are consolidating quite a bit here. So it could fail, but it could also play out quite nicely. And if it does play out quite nicely, that's a nice, well, from where we are, it's a good 1,500 odd points. Okay, so I will be looking to add if this is playing out. So I'd look for a run, and then a pullback, and then add my shorts in the pullback, and then just keep adding in the direction of the trend. Okay, anyway guys, that's me for today. I am expecting more downside to come. Futures market is already down at 1%, Nasdaq is down 2% already, so I strongly suspect something's going to give, and these levels and these trend lines are, in my opinion, what's going to give. Okay, failure is really only going to be a break above, what's this, 23,430. So we move above 23,430, then I'll change my tune, and that would be a move to the upside. But for now, this is an opportunity to get short and stay short. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.